What's up, y'all? It's me, Nate Almighty, and I'm back with another Raising Kanan Season 4 theory and prediction. Now, this theory right here is more so for the end of Season 4, possibly going into Season 5 or the end of Season 5, heading into Power Origins. And this theory, I will explain how a young ghost and unique, A.K.A. Breeze, because I'm still saying that Breeze is unique, they developed their brotherhood through young Ghost's love for learning and reading and building his intelligence, and how Breeze was able to connect with him because he will continuously be in the mode of reading himself and increasing his brain capacity after suffering the attack of Ronnie, and the possibility that maybe Ghost didn't even intend to get that close to Breeze, but realized it was a means to an end, but still ended up becoming close to Breeze. As we know, in Season 6 of OG Power, Ghost told Tariq to his face, Breeze was like a brother to me even though I had to kill him. All that and more in today's theory. Y'all go ahead, like, share, comment, subscribe, because this video is going to be another banger. Now, without further ado, let's get to it. All right, now, y'all, so let's break it down like this. Like I said in OG Power, Ghost told Tariq, yes, Breeze was like a brother to me even though I had to kill him. If it was up to Ghost, Tariq would have never known about Breeze. Of course, we know Tariq found out about Breeze through Kanan, because Kanan was trying to manipulate Tariq and view him as this super disloyal person, which, to kind of an effect, Kanan was absolutely correct, right? But what we don't know is exactly what made Breeze, and I'm saying A.K.A. Unique, decide to get close to Ghost and Tommy as youngsters in the first place. And I also want to assume right now that it was Ghost who was closer to Breeze than Tommy, even though they both were like little brothers to him. But when we take into account the fact that, well, not the fact, but the theory that Unique will turn out to be Breeze, and what caused him to be Breeze, and the reckless person who almost got everyone else killed, which is the justification that Ghost gave Tommy for killing Breeze, is due to the traumatic brain injury that he sustained to his left frontal lobe of his brain. We then have to understand that for basically the rest of what will be Breeze's life, he was rehabbing himself. Now, it's going to be a slow process, and it's a thing that's going to take years, and he will never fully recover from what he went through by the hands of his big brother. But if Unique is in fact Breeze, then we know that he will eventually develop a routine of being home and watching his favorite shows, not just Jeopardy, right? We can assume that as part of his rehab and as part of him increasing his brain capacity to get back to where it was or further than where it was at, he will be doing some writing and a lot of reading, right? And when it comes to this reading, here lies an opportunity for a young Ghost to find his way in and get very close to Unique, A.K.A. Breeze, and earn his favor. Now, we all know that 1996 is pretty much the year that a young Ghost and Tommy met Breeze. Now, here's the thing, right? We know that in OG Power, Ghost was a very cunning person. He knew how to read people very well, right? He knew how to make himself of value to the people that he needed to benefit from, right? So we can expect that he was extremely young when he developed this habit, right? Otherwise, he wouldn't have been able to make it as far as he made it by the end of OG Power. So what I'm presenting to you guys is, once young Ghost and Tommy became lit enough in the street and made enough money to where Kanan was able to introduce them to Breeze. I'm saying it's as simple as this. Ghost pulls up. It's after school, right? In the middle of this first meeting, maybe there is a book on Unique's desk, A.K.A. Breeze. Maybe it's a book on his desk. Maybe Ghost has his book bag with him. Maybe he inherently drops his book bag and the book falls out. And it's a book that Unique happens to be interested in. Maybe it's a book that Unique just finished reading or he's in the process of reading. Here lies a young Ghost who is probably already told by Kanan that, yo, Unique been through some bugged out shit, right? He got hurt in the brain real bad, and, you know, this is why he's more of a recluse. He prefers to stay in the house, and will probably also reveal the secret that, you know, he faked his death and he doesn't want to be seen by too many people. He doesn't trust that many people. But with Ghost immediately recognizing the interest that Unique has in words and books, this is where Ghost will take it upon himself to think, hey, this is how I could get closer to Breeze. So then once Ghost realizes the interest that Unique has, which is a similar interest to him, now you got a Ghost who now he knows where Breeze lives. He goes to school, he goes to the library. He just starts grabbing more books, bringing books to Breeze's house. And now he's spending time aside from being in the street with Breeze, right? Whereas you will have Kanan and Tommy more outside because they care less about school. But you have a young Ghost who's bringing books to Unique, A.K.A. Breeze, in the house, right? They going over these books together. They reading together. They developing a real relationship, right? As well as Unique, A.K.A. Breeze, is letting his guard down. Letting Ghost get closer and closer to him to where they really do become brothers. And I'm going to say that both Kanan and Tommy, for their own separate reasons, will develop a little bit of a jealousy behind that. And as far as on TV, we will then see Kanan and Tommy go on their little side missions, doing things, whatever they're doing, whatever reckless things that they're doing, right? Which will explain why, you know, further, why Tommy looked up to Kanan so much. And it seemed like he even looked up to Kanan more than he looked up to Breeze, right? And during those times, you got Unique, A.K.A. Breeze, and you got young Ghost in the house, building more on an intellectual level. And initially, that would be Ghost who just saw his way in. And then over time, he really did have a brotherly bond with Breeze. But it all started, right? How they did not see it coming. But it was just a chance of fate, where a book happened to fall, or Ghost happened to see a book, right, on Unique's table. And he says, oh, you read that book? Oh, we reading that book now in school. Oh, I read that book before, right? And this will build the relationship that we will see develop over the course of Power Origins. Let's all keep in mind what Jukebox said about Ghost was always kept a book in his hand. It's possible right after school, they walk right with Kanan to Breeze's house and Ghost has a book in his hand, right? Y'all let me know what y'all think. Like, share, comment, subscribe. Peace.
Can't teach that shit, nigga. Come on. That's God-gifted. That's touched by an angel. That's on the dome, nigga.